to This Very Moment Collective. You are right on time whenever you're watching this. This reading is timeless. Tapping into our spirit guides, our angels. Spirit, please show us what you have for us in this very moment. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles, all that is over there. And let's get into today's message. So right away, I'm getting a strong energy of regret. And now that I'm looking at the tarot cards that we have just got, oof, 3 of coins reversed at the bottom of the deck, ouch. I'm picking up that this person really is in denial. We have the Tower card reverse and the Moon card here. There is someone in your energy who very much so feels like they still have a chance. We also have the King of Wands, so that's a very determined, active life force energy. Someone owes you an apology. Someone definitely owes you an apology, and they regret whatever it is that they did, whatever it is that they said, whatever it is that happened between the two of you. And with this Moon card here, they're feeling iced out. They're feeling like they've lost access to you, lost access to your mind, energy, time, attention, lost access to the place that they had in your life. And they're really regretting that. We have the King of Wands. King of Wands can be very egotistical. King of Wands can also represent a very attractive masculine or a very physically intimate driven masculine. So someone who can demonize feminines, if you've ever heard of that, or someone who's got that 10 out of 10 box that really does catch people slipping. This person could be someone who's like the Rihanna archetype or the Don Juan archetype, kind of uncontrollable, untamable, yet so super attractive, you can't resist it. This person, King of Wands, has definitely been in that energy. However, this person is in a strong energy of regret. And honestly, there's a strong energy with that Tower card reversed of trying to avoid karma for what it is that they did, said, engaged in. This person feels like they definitely made the wrong decision when it came to how they handled the situation with you. And that is something that they're 100% trying to fix, 100% trying to dial back on. They're like, all right, I went the wrong direction with that one. I made the wrong choice. Let me make the right choice moving forward. Moon card. I don't know if that's available with collective, but I'm definitely going to see, definitely going to try. We have the solar plexus chakra and the base chakra here. So this person, I've been getting this energy a lot lately with the collective of people automatically putting collective in a box and then regretting it and trying to fix it after. Because once this person base chakra has grounded themselves and tapped into solar plexus, their true soul, their true essence, they've realized your value, they've realized your place in their life, and it's not where they immediately put you. So I'm feeling collectively there's this shift and these relationships are being rearranged. If people are being put in a position that they should not be in, that's being made abundantly clear to them, and people are having to make up for it. That's the collective kind of energy. So this person, I feel like they're kind of being brought to their knees. I feel like they're very regretful. And it's also this energy that they cannot escape. We got travel, ex-lover, and music. So this lets me know this person has been hearing a bunch of songs that relate to you. This could also be a double confirmation. If this person is a musician, then that would absolutely be the person we're talking about. This person, they're hearing different songs and thinking about you. Every song reminds them of you at this point. It could be something high vibe, it could be something low vibe. Some way, somehow, it all ends up coming back and relating back to you. And it's because this person is kind of like their heart space is very, very activated and affected, and they really want to make sense of this energy and do something about it. I feel like this person has tried to travel. The travel card itself, it says distance, boundaries, far apart, and gateway. So the card itself is more about like physical distance or emotional distance. You may be seeing a lot of 1111 on there, one of those gateway angel numbers. But the card itself is more about like emotional difference and having a wall up or having boundaries with someone. But I was getting it at first that this is an energy of you might be traveling at this time and they're having to watch you. Have you ever seen that meme of Squidward looking out of his window and it's Patrick and SpongeBob absolutely frolicking and enjoying their lives? It's giving that a little bit where it's like this person, they've been turned into a watcher, a watcher on your social media. They don't get the pictures that you don't post anymore. They don't get to see those intimate moments. They're just like any other watcher, anyone else that stumbles across your account. And they're feeling a way about that. I'm also getting for some of you that this person might be traveling, and at first it was like, cool, I get to dissociate from my problems back home, or I get to dissociate from my problems where I was, but even that is not fulfilling them anymore. Even that is not enough anymore. They still feel this hole in their heart. They still feel like there is something missing, and it's really bothering them. We have the ex-lover card here, so for the majority of collective, this is an old flame, but this could also be an old friend. This could be someone who's an old coworker that you had a strong connection with. This could be someone who misses your value, like even an old boss, like now I gotta watch them totally girl boss, or now I gotta watch them be a hustle maniac and just do the most and achieve different things in life. And I could have had this as my star employee. They could have ran this place. Now they have so much experience, and also now they're leveling up even beyond what this job could have ever gave them. So it can apply to many different situations, but I am getting for a lot of you, this is an ex-lover having these memories and having this nostalgia over the past with you, and a lot of what ifs, kind of feeling like, what could have happened? What could we have been? What reason were we put in each other's life in the first place? And now we have the home card here. So this person is wanting to come home, whether that's literally or figuratively. This person is definitely missing you. The home card of this deck is like your safety net. It's comfort. It's your sense of belonging. It's shelter. So this person feels very safe with you. They feel very comforted with you. And as time goes on, they just cannot deny that you've always been that safe space to them. And this person feels like they need to apologize. They have to apologize. They have to tell you this isn't one of those situations that they can allow it to just be a lesson and move on from it and then do better moving forward. They feel like, I have to take accountability. I have to take responsibility for this. This is my fault, or this is what I did, and I have to fix that. I can't just let it blow by. We got the addiction card and reconciliation here that wanted to flip over, so I'll take it. This person could have been slipping into habits of addiction to kind of dissociate. They could have had a toxic attachment or even an obsession with certain things. Addictions come in many forms as well. It could be addiction to a certain kind of media, certain mindset, of course, like, altered states of reality is covered. That's the most common. It could be an addiction to physical intimacy as well. Whatever it is, I do see that that person has been coping, and it's been making them feel more lonely. The travel isn't doing it for them. The travel isn't distracting them, nor is, being with other people or trying to meet new friends. It's like, even when I'm constantly reminded with songs and, all these different signs and signals of collective. So it's like, it doesn't take away the feeling. Then we have reconciliation here. So this person is looking for a second chance. They want to get back together. They're definitely really missing you, and in a strong energy of regret about what has transpired. Spirit, how are they going to come through? Are they going to fully apologize? What will they do about all these big feelings they have? Okay, so this person is definitely taking the route of humbling themselves, and they see it as being the right way to go about it if they want to have long-term rewards. We got the Hierophant reversed at the bottom of the deck, so they still aren't convinced that this is the best route, but their heart of hearts is telling them that it is. That lets me know this person has lived this way for a long time. This person could even come from a culture that does not believe in apologizing, especially as a masculine. If they're a masculine, they could come from a culture where it's like, no, apologizing is submissive. Ultimately, if you do something wrong, you make it up to them, and that's the apology, but you don't ever submit fully and apologize and kneel to a feminine energy. So they could be just so incredibly deluded where it's like, okay, Hierophant reverse, I'm still unsure about this, but it feels like it's the right thing to do. I keep being reminded of collective, so I feel like I have to do this to make things right. This person definitely wants another chance. We got the Page of Swords and the Ace of Coins. That's a pretty big investment. Ace of Coins is them giving you their best and their greatest. whatever it is that they have to offer. Page of Swords is new communication. That's also an energy of them being the first to reach out. So I am seeing that this person is going to reach out. Page of Swords is something smaller. I like to see at least like a Knight of Swords energy, especially when we're talking about apologies, because Page of Swords can also be someone checking your temperature a little bit. If they try to do that, do not entertain that at all, collective. I'm telling you, I just saw 1010. And by checking your temperature, I mean, this could be them like sliding in your DM and commenting on something you posted. Don't let them wrap you up into conversation like nothing ever happened and reaching out to you like y'all are just buddy-buddy and acting like they don't have stuff they need to be held accountable for. No, ma'am. No, sir. Make them full on, honestly, ignore it. Don't even open it if you can. Because make them work for it. Page of Swords is a bit weak, so just be aware of that. They could send you a message like, hey, just to check your temperature. I personally wouldn't even reply. If you're not saying exactly what it is you're looking for, you're not finna hey me. You're not getting a reply, period. I don't even respond to heys from just like even like family or close friends. It's like, say what you need to say. Stop trying to see if I'm looking at my phone so I'll be pressured to answer if you know you're gonna ask some BS. That's why you talking about hey. We're past hey. We know each other. Don't hey me. Say what you want. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to do that because they want to make sure, okay, let me make sure they're by their phone. Let me make sure they're replying. Let me see if they're looking. And then they're going to have to respond. Even if I ask them some BS they don't want to do. They can't just say, oh, I didn't see it until hours later because I hate them first. You got to be mindful. People are so sneaky and they know what they do. They be knowing what they be doing. We got the Ten of Swords reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Coins reversed. So I'm feeling an apology, but I'm also feeling like them wanting to make up for lost time. Tower reversed, Ten of Swords reversed. They are in such a hard energy. Ace of Cups reversed. They're trying to avoid that karma hard. If there is something big that they've done to you, they're definitely experiencing karma to the point where it's so consistent, they can't deny that it has something to do directly with the situation with you. They're definitely trying to avoid karma, definitely in it for their own intentions, to be honest. They don't have the very best intentions. Well, I'm not getting any negative intentions, but I'm just getting it's not just completely, oh, I want to make it up to collective. It's also like I'm tired of getting my ass beat by the universe and I'm trying to avoid that. So let me go ahead and apologize. You know, it's partially motivated by that negative energy that they're experiencing otherwise. But we got the Knight of Coins showing up reversed. So I am getting an energy that this person definitely realized what they lost and they've been humbled by the universe and they do want to come back through. So I feel like it's up to you, collective. I feel like it'll be nice to receive an apology, especially if this is like a work situation where this is an old manager versus being like romantic or an old coworker, someone who's done you wrong, an old friend. That can be really, really validating for you because that will help you move on from what happened. You know, whenever people hurt you, even if it's to a small degree, it does still affect you. Sheesh, we got the Black Widow here. I would just be very, very mindful of this person. You know, the Black Widow can represent betrayals, twisted energy, twisted mindset. It could also be a warning. So I feel like this person coming to you may also be a warning that this is a collective energy that might be rising up. And you know, a lot of times as we expand as a collective, you will experience that 100%. You'll experience people trying to come back and make things right that have clearly done things wrong, because they want to avoid their natural karma of the situation. So just be aware that this could be a sign of danger, or this could be someone who is very cunning. You know, weaving a web of control. It could be a toxic situation or even an entrapment. It could be something that leads to an unexpected attack. This person could be like kind of poisonous and low vibrational. So I don't really love that energy. That makes me completely change my mind. Honestly, I feel like the way to win in this situation is to allow them to apologize, but then to close the door. And if you're afraid of retaliation, which with a Black Widow energy, yeah, I would be afraid of that too. I would say allow them to apologize, say what they need to say, and then tell them, yeah, I forgive you, but, you know, this is a lot to hear. I'm obviously not going to be able to move forward, you know, with you in a day, but we're cool for now, and maybe in the future we can become friends again, and then never speak to them again. You know, I'm all for like a little white lie if it's for your personal preservation and protection. We got ballet shoes and baggage. So you may feel like you have to be perfect with this person. You know, this person may not take a lot of accountability, and they may just add a lot of excess into your life with the baggage card. They likely have a lot of unresolved issues that are barely held together. And they could be someone who just fears separation and the heavy burdens and responsibilities of life. You could also be someone who's provided necessities to them to some degree. So maybe it's time for you to level up to the next phase and be prepared to go. And it's been a long journey, but it's better to separate than to reconnect with someone who couldn't see your value at first. And I wasn't really getting that Black Widow betrayal energy first. I was getting that this is more a situation that can be forgiven, but maybe this person definitely deserves to apologize. And you know what? With all that Ten of Swords Tower card energy, the tower is not going to come raining down on you unless you do something real bad. Same with Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is like friends, family turning their back on you and you losing access, losing resources. Like Ten of Swords is like everything falling apart at once. That doesn't typically happen if you just slight someone, if you're rude to someone, you know, one time or even a few times. Like Tower card, Ten of Swords happens when you really pretty much deserve it, to be honest. So we got the ballet shoes. You know, I feel like this is also Spirit saying you need to be on point, okay? Tap into your stamina, your endurance, and also your talent. And this may be a repetitious situation where you have to put in that effort multiple times. Always be on your toes, honing in your skill, having laser focus with poise and grace at the same time, because it feels like you got something to lose, especially with that energy of them watching you and being really impressed by what you got going on these days. Salty that they have to be a watcher now. Definitely you're going to want to tread lightly in this situation and keep up that balancing act. And I feel like this is a time where you can show your expertise and what you've really learned. But I definitely feel like it's a good idea to cut this person off. Not going to lie, collective. That's what I got for us today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for us today. I'll talk to you soon.